So now this is a buck converter module. The voltage that you put in, there'll be a lower voltage out, and it conserves power. So you'll need less current in than you get out. But in any case, we got in plus there, in minus there. Make sure polarity is correct. There's no polarity protection from here. And then you adjust the output voltage to a lower voltage. Make sure you do that before you actually apply power. So the trim pot for adjusting the voltage is the one to the right there, towards the input. If you just keep going counterclockwise a long time, then that will put it to its lowest voltage. There's no stop, but there's like 30 turns, I believe, for these trim pots, something like that. The other trim pot right there is for limiting current. You don't want to limit current. That will artificially lower the voltage. So you want to turn it clockwise until at some point you want to set a current. After that point, you would turn it counterclockwise till you get the current you desire. So now we're going to adjust the output voltage of our buck converter. You got a higher voltage in than what you're going to output. So we got 12 volts at the supply there. It's off right now though. And we come back to the multimeter. I'm going to turn the power supply on. I already turned this trim pot counterclockwise a whole bunch of times right there, that trim pot, to set a lower voltage. So I turn the power on and we got 1.2. We want to make sure this stays lower than what the supply voltage is. And so now I just turn the trim pot clockwise until I get to 6 volts. That's the voltage I'm going to work with for a while right here while we look at this module. So again, we got 6 volts. You want to make sure this voltage is a bit lower than the supply voltage. If you get them backwards, then you might damage the unit. So now, whenever you're working with voltage converters, it's important to understand how much current is flowing. So we are going to be measuring this in amps right there. I had to adjust the meter. This meter can measure up to 20 amps. We got to complete the circuit through the meter right there. So you can see this says we got 0.94 amps. So the output is set to 6 volts. That's a 6 ohm resistor. We got 12 volts coming in. It's a buck converter. So you need more voltage coming in than what you set out, or you might damage things. So now we're going to move this over and we're going to look at the current that the power supply provides when we pass current. So there, it's somewhere around half approximately, because we have twice the voltage powering the module as is coming out. So you're only going to need about half the current coming in that is going out. Of course there's losses and stuff that adds a little bit to it, but it's pretty close right there. So now we come back to the buck converter. So we got a higher voltage coming in. Make sure you got polarity right or else you will fry the board. It's written on the back. And we got a lower voltage set out. Make sure it's a lower voltage or else again you might damage something. So turn the voltage trim pot counterclockwise a bunch of times, and then while you're measuring the voltage, then slowly raise it. The upper trim pot is used for adjusting the amount of current that you limit if you want to do so. Generally you don't want to before you have decided to. So in any case, when I make a connection, main thing I wanted to focus on right here was these LEDs. So that LED is basically saying no currents flowing, which will be the case when you get a fully charged lithium battery. And there, now you can see that other LED lit up. So that one is letting you know that current's flowing. So if you're charging a battery, you know there's still a fair amount of current that is flowing. So now we come back to the buck converter. We got 12 volts coming in. Setting this trim pot, I set 6 volts going out right there. You always want to make sure this voltage is lower than the supply you got coming in. But in case, now we're going to talk about limiting current. So we're not going to see the exact amount of current we have limited. We're going to see how much current we are providing from the power supply. But to limit current, you use this trim pot there. So first off, you want to turn it clockwise so that it's higher than the current you're going to need, unless you want to limit current. So to do that, you got it higher than what you need. You just turn it counterclockwise until you get a lower current. I had it pretty close, so we got there pretty quick. And that LED lights up when it's letting you know that you're limiting current. And when it comes to the LED on the right, I don't think we'll have time, but if we get low enough voltage where we got almost no current flowing, then that LED will light up. That's kind of like indicating you got a charged battery. In fact, that's the purpose of that LED.